Everyone knows the layered banana pudding with vanilla wafers. Let me introduce you to the next generation. Food guest Alex Daynes, is sharing her all-new recipe for a layered peanut butter banana pudding. And this is one of those recipes, just the title pulls you in.
Oh yeah, your mouth's already watering.
What was the inspiration behind creating this recipe?
So you've probably heard of Magnolia Bakery and their famous banana pudding.
It's what people from all over the world flock to New York City to try. I mean, maybe not just the banana pudding, but it's definitely It's
definitely one of those recipes that keeps people coming back.
Gotta try it.
Yep, so I have that recipe on my blog as well, but I wanted to take that and kind of give it a spin and take it to the next level. And I was trying to think what flavors go really well with banana. And when I was little and growing up, I loved a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yes.
I didn't like jelly. I always did peanut butter and bananas. So I decided to incorporate peanut butter into this dessert.
It's an awesome combination. I think an underutilized combination, right?
Definitely.
Aside from the sandwich, when we were 7, we don't often see those pairings put together. So is this a trifle?
Nope. So it's not considered a trifle because the ratio of the pudding to the cake and the crunch isn't exactly the same.
Okay, and we're throwing in, you said crunch. There's cookies involved too.
Yes, we've got tons of cookies.
I thought my producer set this up well. She's like, it's the peanut butter version of cookies and cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yep. We've got a little bit of banana, we've got a little bit of peanut butter, and then we bring it all together with a pudding mix.
I'm excited. Okay, show us how to do it.
Yep, so I've got it started right here. So what you want to do, I mean, every time I build this, I build it differently. The pudding to the cookies to the mix, you can't mess it up.
No
You're
hard,
just
fast
dumping
rules.
it in there. So if you want to help me,
I'd love to.
We're going to add the chessmen cookies.
Okay, I'm not familiar with these.
So these are from Pepperidge Farms, and they're really good. They're really light and buttery.
Oops.
You can just dump them in. That is good.
I had a runaway. Okay, so I'm not placing these. I'm just kind of throwing them in.
You can just throw them right in. So typical Magnolia Bakery is made with vanilla wafers.
Okay.
But I personally don't love vanilla wafers. I don't love the flavor that they give off. And so I decided to use these chessmen cookies instead because I feel like they have a better buttery flavor and texture.
Sample. I've got crumbs flying out of my mouth. Oh, the texture is good.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, more
butter.
They're a little bit more buttery than vanilla wafers, and I thought it was going to be a good complement to the peanut butter.
Yeah.
So next we're just going to add a layer, just throwing them in.
So this is a beautiful dessert to look at. And in line with that aesthetic appeal, do you do anything to treat the bananas so they stay nice and yellow?
Yeah, so it depends when you're serving it. So this can be made, you can make it the night before, you can make it an hour before. If you're going to go a long time, you want to soak the bananas in a little bit of water or a little bit of fruit fresh so that you can keep them from going brown.
Give them a good little soaking before you layer it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my little tip when you're layering is you want to push them towards the edge because you always want to use a clear bowl and you want to push your layers towards the edge so people can see what they're eating on the inside.
We eat with our eyes, right?
Exactly. You want it to look appetizing.
Dress it up. What's this?
These are my little addition to this. The best part of it, these are Nutter Butter cookies that I have chunked.
Here it comes.
Here they are.
Go for it, Alex.
So I'm just going to dump those right in. I mean, really, if you're going for prettiness, you can make sure your layers are equal and even and nice, but
we started out that way, and now we're just going for
dumping,
give me a spoon.
you know?
Give me a spoon now. This looks amazing.
We're just getting impatient.
And I like that you've doubled up on the crunch layers, because oftentimes I think in trifles or in puddings, the pudding takes over, kind of that sloppier.
And I'm not a pudding person, you know. I would rather have a little bit more bite. And when I'm eating, I don't love jellos or puddings. I would never just grab a pudding and eat it. So that's why I added a lot of texture and a lot of crunch. A
lot of cookie. All right, what is in the pudding though?
Yep, so this pudding mix, it's super easy. It's just vanilla pudding, sweetened condensed milk, and then I fold in some homemade whipping cream. And then you just let it set up in the fridge and then you add it to the mix.
Is there a secret to your homemade whipping cream? That looks perfect.
There is. So I add just a little bit of unflavored gelatin mix, and that actually makes the whipping cream kind of stand up and make it more of an ice cream consistency.
It makes it more stable. I was going to say this is a thicker looking pudding, and I wasn't sure how the whipped cream would kind of mix in with that.
Yeah, so you just fold the whipped cream into there, and it makes it nice and thick. And then this is the best part. It's just kind of the icing on top.
Listen, if you've had the banana pudding at Magnolia, you know that's great. And then you just kind of dream and think about the peanut butter combination you're throwing in. What a genius upgrade to this recipe.
So yummy.
Nice job, Alex. This looks great. Okay, you've been so gracious to share this recipe with us on the Studio 5 website, including your homemade whipped cream, which I think people will be anxious to try, and the right cookie combination and whatnot. But I know you're always sharing some awesome dessert recipes on your website too.
Yep, I always have tons of yummy recipes. I've got some s'more brownies that are delicious on there.
Stop.
Bring the campfire inside.
Okay, and look at this. We gotta talk about presentation on this one too. The little mini masons, like
Aren't
that's
those
adorable.
so cute? So sometimes a big trifle like this dish is a little bit intimidating, you know? No one really wants to dig in. I mean, some people do, but if you're at like a little tea party or at a baby shower, you're not gonna take a huge scoop. So you can make them individual size in these little mason jars over here.
This is incredible.
Isn't it? And you can also take it and send it home with people too. You could have mason jars on the side.
No, this is so good. Like, I am not going to stop eating for a minute. I'm just going to finish this off right
You
through the
don't need
commercial
to.
break. Give us your website again.
Yep, it's myownmealplans.com.
Okay. I love it layered. I love it mini. It's great applications and so many great events. Excuse me, Mom. I am chewing with my mouth full. To serve it at. Look for the recipe on our website, and we'll link you over to Alex's too. Thank you again.
Thank you so